Hello friends, welcome to my channel. That was from Shrujana. In this session, let's study Ohm's law. What is the current depends on? So in previous classes, we have studied about potential difference, electric charge, coulomb, ampere, hence what happens if the voltmeter or ammeter is connected in series or parallel. So let's see what is Ohm's law now. So first let's see what is the current depends on. So we know that current flows from positive to negative, correct? So let us consider an example. Let it be positive, negative. So we have atoms present here, flow of electrons. I told you that the current flows from positive to negative. So what happens when there is no potential difference? So we know that there is a potential difference, right? So what happens if there is no potential difference, or when it is increases or decreases? What happens for the current? Okay, so will it be affected? So does the current flow increases or decreases? Let's see. Now let us consider an example. So in potential difference, we studied the flow of photo flow, right? So same example let us consider. Let us consider tank A, the pipe connected to another tank B. Okay. So let us consider example 2. Here also there is a flow of water from tank A to tank B. What she is giving 2 tanks and she is saying the same thing, but there is a difference. Here in tank A we have the water level present here. In example 2, the water level is higher comparatively to this example 1 and example 2. So in which tank there will be water flow more? We have to see that. So here also there will be water flow. Here also there will be more water flow. But the water flow is high in this example 2. Why? Because there is water level higher in the tank A comparatively to this example 1. So hence the water flow will be more in the example 2 than in example 1. Similarly in the case of potential difference, so the flow will be more in the higher level. In the circuit also, the speed or the electric current is nothing but the speed of the charge. It also depends on the potential difference. So if the potential difference is more, the current flow is also more. Then what happens if the potential difference is 0? Then the current is also 0. There is no flow of current then. So what happens if the potential difference decreases? I also decreases. So if V, potential is nothing but, difference is nothing but voltage, right? We represent it by V. So V increases, I also increases. V decreases, I also decreases. If V is 0, then I is also 0. As I told you, as potential difference increases, I increases, potential difference decreases, I decreases. I can tell directly that, I can tell the formula that V is directly proportional to I, right? Potential difference is directly proportional to the current. The current is depending upon the potential difference. So we can conclude that V is directly proportional to I. You can see that I depends on potential difference, but potential difference is not depending upon I. Therefore, I is directly proportional to voltage, correct? So current is directly depending on the voltage. So current is directly proportional to potential difference. So this is our Ohm's law, okay, where current is directly depending upon the potential difference. If V is equal to 20, let's take potential difference as 20, then what happens in the circuit? So first what happens in the circuit is nothing but the current flowing through the conductor will first check what is the potential difference. O is equal to 20. Then the current flows through the cell. Okay. That's how the current is depending upon the potential difference. It always depends upon the potential difference. If PD is lesser than potential difference, PD is nothing but, then current will also be less. Ohm's law. Ohm's law is nothing but the relationship between the current flowing through the metallic wire in the electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided its temperature remains the same. This is known as Ohm's law. Okay. As the components of the circuit is same. So what they do in the Ohm's law, they will check with different circuits. So they are going to check with the different circuits. So what happens? If V1 increases, V2 increases and V3 increases, I1, I2 and I3 also increases because I is directly proportional to V. So if we plot the graph, okay, against potential difference and current, the graph will be a straight line from its origin. So from its slope we can calculate the resistance, where the resistance we are going to study in next session. So we will get a straight line from its origin. Why? Because it's a straight line, because the graph. This is very important topic in the electricity chapter about Ohm's law. Therefore here also we can say that I depends upon V. That's nothing but potential difference. So as we can see, V is directly proportional to I. We have to remove the proportionality symbol. So once we remove the proportionality symbol, what we will get? We will get equal to with and constant. That is nothing but resistance. So what is happening here? The current is depending upon the voltage also. That's not potential difference. And current is also depending upon the resistance. R is nothing but resistance. This is Ohm's law. And still now we studied that the current depends upon the potential difference. So now what is this resistance? So let us consider a wire. Okay, let us consider a wire. It has a 20 resistance. Connect to the conductor. It has a 20 resistance and potential difference of 100 volt. The current is flowing from here to positive to negative. Now the current is depending upon the potential difference. First it checks the potential difference. Later it will see what is the resistance, how much it is. Later current flows through the conductor as per the potential difference and resistance. Okay, it will check whether what is the potential difference first and the resistance later, and according to the these resistance and potential difference, it's going to flow. First the current gives importance to the potential difference, later for the resistance. From Ohm's law we know that V is equal to IR. So I will be, therefore I is equal to V by R. So what is happening here? Here current is directly proportional to potential difference and inversely proportional to resistance. I is directly proportional to potential difference and I is inversely proportional to resistance. If V increases, I also increases. So if V decreases, I also decreases. If V is 0, I is also 0, because current is directly proportional to V. So what happens in the case of resistance? Resistance where I is inversely proportional to R. Current is inversely proportional to resistance. So if R increases, I decreases. If R decreases, I increases. Here the resistance opposes the flow of current. Okay, it is opposing the flow of current. So what is this resistance? Resistance is the ability of the material of the conductor or the cell. What is potential difference? It is the ability of the cell or the battery. Current flows according to this. R can be denoted as according to the formula V is equal to IR. R is equal to V by I. So ohm is derived from the Greek word. So according to the Ohm's law, if the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor is 1 volt and the current through it is 1 ampere, then the resistance of the conductor is 1 ohm. So what are they saying? If the current is flowing is 1 ampere and the potential difference between the two ends of the conductor is 1 volt, then it is resistance of the conductor is 1 ohm. So how are we going to get this? 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt by 1 ampere. This is 1 ohm. Okay guys, thank you. If any doubt, please comment, like and subscribe.